seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Right to the air. Here is Goff.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throwing again is Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. He's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Bradley steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Bradley out to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Goff now looks to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Goff throwing again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give, right side. It's Gibbs.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the 45 on second down. Goff throwing the out route and complete. That's right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the red zone now, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On second down now. It's Gibbs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Lions on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 4th down, Goff to the sidelines, and Detroit has Riley Patterson out there for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. And tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Bradley. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Bradley. Going right back to Fant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
There's a nice move. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bradley rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Bradley steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
This is brought in at the 21, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team...
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant from 10 yards out.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Down the right sideline.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Bradley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep Him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. We'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Walker once more. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker, and he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Right back to him on first down. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will put them on top here in the third. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9. Goff.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Goff now looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trying the left side with Walker. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Play action. It's gone. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. 2nd and 9.
Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making a play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw. Bradley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a run with Walker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down, Montgomery.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages.
Patterson's kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Out to his left. And he's got his big tight end here. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time.
first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Carr right away going to look to throw.
And incomplete to open things up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Bradley. Looking left sideline, it's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 124 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Bradley.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Bradley going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Bradley.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking now, a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Walker with another carry.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On play action, now Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
On 1st down, Bradley. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Bradley to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Kamara up the middle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Kamara. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A give. This is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on 1st down. Bradley. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bradley. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Off the play fake. Bradley rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Right, and I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Carr now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Carr going to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Looks good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Looking to throw. Bradley going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So it's halftime here in New Orleans. With
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, Bradley. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted.
And this Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. He's got Smith here. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A 10th carry for Kamara. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradley going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Carr.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down. Bradley dancing to his... And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Carr.
This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
On play action, it's Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's 2nd and 8. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off play action. Bradley on the move to his left. And he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this one to Johnson.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Again, it's Johnson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Carr. Touchdown, Saints. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Bradley. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Off the play fake, Bradley. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 39. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on second down. Bradley. He's going to let it fly.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bradley. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On second down, Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.